Martin Falls is a small, forgotten town in the southwestern United States, barely noticeable on any map and ignored by the outside world. But the people who live there know something others don't, that a road cuts straight through the heart of the town, a road that doesn't just swallow bodies, but consumes souls. No one dares to speak its real name. They simply call it the Shadow Path. Daniel Wright and Michael Wright were brothers by blood but strangers by nature. From childhood, tension had always existed between them over land, property, and their late father's old house. Daniel was quiet, honest and withdrawn, while Michael was ambitious, restless, and hungry for more. Everything changed on a cold winter evening when Daniel went to the local market and never returned. His last mobile location was traced to only one place, the Shadow Path. The next morning, a teenage boy walking through thick fog noticed a body lying beside the road. As he got closer, his breath froze. It was Daniel. His eyes were open, his body ice cold, and on his face rested a faint, unnatural smile. The entire town went silent. Everyone knew Daniel never walked that road at night, so why was he there? Michael claimed his brother must have taken a wrong turn, but an old town elder, Mr. Harrison, said otherwise. Daniel had once told him that standing on that road felt like someone was walking beside you, even when no one was there. The medical report declared it a natural death, possibly heart failure, though Daniel had no family history of heart disease. By law, the body had to be taken to the police station, but no one dared to drive through the Shadow Path at night. Finally, a man named Ethan, known for his honesty, stepped forward and agreed to take the body. At exactly 11 p.m., Daniel's body was loaded into an old van. Inside were Ethan, Michael, and two neighbors, Jake and Lewis. As the van moved forward, an unnatural silence followed them, a silence so deep it rang in their ears. Fog spilled from the forest and wrapped itself around the road, and the air carried a strange smell, not of soil or rain, but something old and decayed, like death waiting patiently. Ethan glanced into the rear-view mirror and noticed that Michael showed no grief, only fear. Michael kept staring at Daniel's body, then suddenly whispered, "Did you say something, Daniel?" Ethan asked what he meant, but Michael didn't answer. He was staring at Daniel's eyes, still open and fixed directly on him. Suddenly, the headlights flickered and went out, plunging everything into darkness. The engine was running, but the van wouldn't move. Then, through the still air, a woman's whisper drifted softly. "Tell the truth."
Michael panicked, screaming at Ethan to drive, but before anyone could react, Jake jumped out of the van, gasping that he couldn't breathe and that something was pulling him. He stumbled toward the forest, and moments later, a sharp, piercing scream cut through the darkness. Then, there was nothing. Jake never returned. Inside the van, no one spoke. Michael's body trembled as he finally whispered that he had only wanted to scare Daniel for the land, that he had followed him that night and never meant to kill him. Before Ethan could respond, Daniel's body twitched, his lips trembled, and a whisper emerged. "You pushed me, remember?" Daniel's eyes opened wider, white, empty, without pupils, locked directly onto Michael. Lightning flashed, and Michael screamed as his own hands wrapped around his throat, fingers digging into flesh while blood ran down his neck. Through choking breaths, he muttered that they were here, that they were inside him, that he had spoken their names. His final scream shattered the silence, and then he collapsed, dead, eyes open and empty, just like Daniel. At dawn, Ethan reached the police station. When officers opened the van, they found only Daniel's body. Michael was gone, and so was Lewis. Hours later, Lewis's body was discovered hanging from a tree beside the shadow path, a rope tight around his neck, his arms twisted unnaturally, his eyes missing and replaced by deep black hollows. On his lips was a twisted, inhuman smile. Later, Daniel's body was found once again near the old canal where everything had begun, unmoved, unrotted, his eyes still open and empty. Michael was never found. Some claimed they saw him days later sitting alone in the market, muttering to himself, eyes staring into something unseen, whispering that they were inside him now, before vanishing completely. Some say he disappeared into his own shadow, while others believe he was dragged to the other side. Jake and Lewis were never truly found again, but something remains in Martin Falls, a curse, a warning. Even today, if you walk the shadow path at night, you may hear 3 sets of footsteps coming from 3 directions, moving together, as if something is still searching.